The foundation of learning is based on experiential learning driven by the students. So it's not the teacher telling the students what to do. They start to be in charge of their own learning in ways that are unique and powerful, and that kind of mentality that I decide what I learn and I pursue that learning and I can do that without assistance always. You know, that's a powerful thing to go into the world with.
Well, here at Richmond Montessori School, we have an authentic Montessori program. Basically what that means is we have some tenets that we follow. They include sort of a three-part stool, which is the classroom environment, the teachers, which are integral to the Montessori method, and the students. And those three things combined together create the environments where it's optimum for children to learn.
It's so natural. It is, they allow students to learn as they would have learned naturally. Students and children by nature are very absorbent and very willing to learn. And so they nurture that, they don't hold it back. So classrooms are not teacher-directed, they're student-directed. And the teachers are in place to guide the students and to make sure that if they stay too long on an art project, that they move over to a math assignment. But it's all child-centered, it's self-directed and self-paced.
The children have a prepared environment with all credentialed, trained Montessori teachers. And also, the children have an opportunity to go in and choose the activities that they want to work on. Once we see what they've mastered, we continue to work with them until they actually have a good understanding of that piece of material.
Probably the thing that I enjoyed the most about it was the fact that we weren't really dependent. As we got older throughout like middle school years, we weren't really dependent on our teachers to get things done. It was really all put on us, which actually really helped out in high school and even now because, I mean, we were prepared for what we were going to have in store.
The teacher's role is really to connect the children to the materials. She's a guide and she facilitates the children learning from the materials. So she might give individualized lessons or small group lessons. She moves around the room. There is typically no teacher's desk. In fact, sometimes when people enter a room, it looks like there is not a teacher in the room. She sets up the room and designs it so that it's structured. There's a framework, and that framework allows the child to have freedom of choice within a particular structured framework. It's not freedom of choice so you can do whatever you wish to do. It's freedom of choice within defined limits.
My favorite thing to do is botany and zoology. Harp ensemble, drums.
I like the drama class. My favorite is math. Montessori is really a hands-on environment, which has been my strong suit and what I really enjoyed about school, especially in science classes when you actually get to do experiments and things like that. I really enjoyed them because that's a lot of what I did here.
I don't want an education based around worksheets or standards. I want an education that prepares my kids, where my kids are happy, where they love going to school, and where they have the freedom to pursue their own interests and desires.
But the other thing is not just the focus on academics and mastery of content and information and how well you do in science or how well you do in math or language. It's about your whole development, you as a person. We say sort of inner spirit, the inner soul of the child, if you will, and saying, how do we help them develop their inner voice? How do we help them become better citizens? How do we help them work well together with other students?
That's unique, and you don't get that everywhere. And so I think it's just really important, if we're going to try and change the world and make it a better place to live, that we start looking at alternatives. And Montessori is definitely an alternative for that. It's proven. We at Richmond Montessori have proven it with the success of our graduates over the years. We've got a great group of teachers, a great group of students, and everybody works toward the same goal, and that is developing you as an individual.